I intentionally chose to have a very slow evening today. I wanted to do pretty much nothing other than just go in for a nice hot bubble bath, listen to some relaxing music while I'm at it, and I afterwards decided to do a particular skincare routine with a face mask. Was unable to choose in the beginning which one I wanted to take, but I went for the avocado cucumber one because it's pretty hot right now. We have over 30 degrees, and I just wanted some freshness and coolness on my skin. I have a very small face, so the mask was a bit too big for me, but I think it did its job. I really love reading, and as a child, even I could sometimes finish a book in one day because I would find the plot super interesting and it would be hard for me to kind of not know the ending. But I lately feel that I have not been able to read a whole book in one day, so to say, because of my hectic schedule. But I try to catch up on some reading on weekends when I have more time to myself. So I actually wanted to read you all a poem, which I can kind of relate to. I am a very big fan of Emily Dickinson and her work. I I'm a writer, poet myself. I mean, not the best, but I try to write sometimes my feelings like into a story or a poem. And my inspiration has always been Emily Dickinson. And I some time back got like the whole book, like with over 1,000 of her published work. And sometimes it's hard to understand what she wants to say. If you just read the poem like that, sometimes it makes no sense. Also, because the English used here is very different to modern English. But because I have a background in English literature and I extensively studied poetry and writing stories and novels and stuff back in school, back in high school. And because of my general interest in reading and writing poetry, I can sometimes try to make sense of what she's trying to say, or sometimes actually a poem is just very personal. Like you can kind of interpret it into your own way, like your own words, if that makes any sense. But yes, I wanted to read out this particular poem. It's a very short one, and I will also put it on the screen somewhere. Yeah, so here it goes. She slept beneath a tree, remembered but by me. I touched her cradle mute. She recognized the foot, put on her carbon suit, and see. Now, I don't know. Do you understand anything from this particular poem? If yes, then please leave a comment and tell me what your thoughts are. From what I understand, based on my own understanding of poetry, but in general, also my personal take on her work and this particular poem, we're talking about nature. We're talking here about a plant or a tree, for example, which is rooted deep inside the earth, so to say, because the roots go pretty deep. And somewhere in this poem, she is trying to draw like some sort of comparison between a plant or a flower blooming and the human life. Just like a flower or a tree or a plant in general needs certain conditions to grow and finally bloom and come to life. We as human beings are the same because we go through different stages of life. We're newly born, then we're a baby, then toddler, then we're a kid, then we're a teenager, then we're adult, young adult, middle aged, and then old age. And all of these form part of different stages of life, exactly like a plant that goes through different stages of its life until it grows and withers or dies at some point. Um, And in this particular poem, what I can tell is it's pretty hopeful. She's drawing comparison between a flower or a plant and human life, in the sense that we are often hurt and we fall down when we are in a very bad situation, or something bad happens to us, or something very painful and tragic happens to us. We fall down, we wither like a flower or plant. It withers when it's raining or there's a storm that hits. But in the end, she says she recognized the foot, put on her carmine suit, and see, which is again the metamorphosis into something positive, in the sense that not all storms that come stay, not all setbacks stay. You fall down, you are hurt, you're bruised physically or emotionally or mentally. But there is a time when you wake up, when you sit up, when you stand up, when you overcome the pain. And this is what I understand from this poem. And I mean, if you want to go deeply into the poem and what it really means, it's also okay if you want to Google it, or, I don't know, try to research more on it. But I understood this poem in this way, and this is what I take today with me from this poem. There's something hopeful. And Emily Dickinson's work has always reveled around nature and death and human life and new beginnings and endings. And I just love the way the comparison just flows between human life and pain, as well as a plant and a new flower which comes into bloom. And I love this particular reference. I hope you could relate to what I said or this poem and understand that there are days when we're very sad. Like, I've been having a phase in the past couple of days where I'm also pretty sad. Oh, sorry, just had to check if my mic's still working. Where there are moments where I'm getting sad, or, I mean, I have been sad on and off. And sometimes there's a reason for it, sometimes there's just no reason. Sometimes the reason is just you maybe missing home, missing your family, missing a friend, missing your partner, or missing something in life, or even missing an older version of yourself. Because that's what happens when we are faced with setbacks in life and something tragic or painful happens with us. A certain part of us dies with it. But then, like in this poem, comes a rebirth. And that is the main part that we should focus on, and understand that after every little setback, I can stand back up, and that I will definitely be able to overcome that setback. Just like a flower, just like a plant or a tree, withstands so many storms, floods, heavy wind, being uprooted, but it grows again and it blooms, just like us. We will heal, we are healing. Healing is a lifelong process. It never just stops. You can never say you're healed, because when you're finally healed, something definitely happens when you're again needing to heal, heal from. So I just hope that you could take this poem with you as a positive reminder that you don't have to feel alone and desperate and stuck or sad, because even if today you're feeling down, or you are down currently in life, and you will stand up back again when the time comes. I'm very sure of that. So yeah, I hope that you liked today's vlog. It's not too long. I wanted it to be very short and simple. Just wanted to show some glimpses of today's evening, because I intentionally tried to create an evening for me today, which was just for me. I didn't want to do any chores. I didn't even cook dinner. I wanted to just have my own peace and my own time. And I am very happy that I did, because I actually feel very, very energized now, very grounded, very much at peace. And sometimes that's what you require after a whole week of working or studying or whatever it is that you do, or even if you're just a stay-at-home parent with kids, or a single person, even if you're not in a relationship or married, you have so many responsibilities in all walks of life. There's not a single person out there who can say, I have zero responsibilities. So I know that life gets very, very loud and hectic, and it's the same for me. So that's why it was just very important for me to actually do nothing. And I know that it's hard for a lot of people to like do nothing, because we are so much inclined to moving ourselves, to going out, to doing stuff, that when you finally sit down alone with your thoughts, it can be very difficult for a lot of people, or even myself in the beginning. Sometimes when I used to sit with myself or just do like a meditation, I would cry. There was no real reason why I'm crying, but it's like the emotions, the thoughts would get so heavy and loud that I would cry. And honestly, if that's you as well, like if you try being on your own or journaling or, meditating, and you feel like crying, instead of like pushing it down, you should actually let it out. Just cry, let the tears come out. If you feel angry, let the anger come out. If you want to write something, or if you just want to take your pen and just like I don't even know what it's called, like color, not color, but you know what I mean, like just very angrily doodle over your whole notebook, then even that is fine. Any sort of expression of your feeling is completely okay. Sometimes that's just what you need, because once the expressions, the feelings are out, that's when you finally can express it and start the actual process of understanding it and working it out and trying to heal from whatever emotion is pent up. So I am very happy about today, and there's pretty much nothing else that I would do now. I think I'll just finish up my tea, clear up my books and my notebook away. And I don't know, I mean, I still don't feel that tired. I was about to say sad. I mean, I don't feel that tired to go to bed. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna chill a bit or actually go out for a little walk. If you have watched my vlog until now, I'm very grateful that you're here. Thank you for being here. I hope that you stay put and you subscribe to my channel for weekly videos. And if you are interested in following my personal journey, you can also follow me on Instagram. The username will be somewhere on the screen as usual, and also the link will be in the description box below. And I am just always very happy with your comments. So feel free to just say hello in the comment section below, or write your thoughts or feelings or anything that you want to share with me. And also feel free to ask me something or give me a recommendation about any sort of topic or something that you would like me to make a video on, because I always appreciate a lot of ideas from my friends or people who somehow watch my videos and write to me on Instagram like, hey, this was nice, do you think you can make a video on that or this topic? So yeah, feel free to do so. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. Until next time.